Hey y'all, it's H.O.E season. Welcome back. It's been a while, but welcome back to another episode of Grow, Glow, and Ho Heal Over Everything podcast. I'm Talitha.
I'm Nikia.
Brad, where have you been?
Nobody loves. Sorry, you know. Okay. Hey. Hi.
Hey.
Ever since Vegas now, hi.
Yes.
It's stuck in my head.
We went to Vegas. She's talking about Vegas. We sell because it's still Leo season. Okay, just be clear, it's Leo season. So, a friend here took me to Vegas. We went for Beyonce. Baby, a time was had. I won a couple dollars
And did.
Was going up to the room to go to sleep, and we stopped off at the little Wheel of Fortune. Right. And she, me, her came out $187.
She, her, you.
Richer. So,
right?
Had a good time.
I did.
It's been a busy summer.
It's been a busy summer.
Been a busy summer. So that's why we've been away.
Yeah.
From our friends.
Yeah.
But we're here. We're back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank
I haven't
you.
seen you guys in forever.
Missed
you.
Right.
Yeah, I did miss you guys.
Listen.
So it's good to have you back.
It's good to be back, and it's good to be missed.
It's good.
Did y'all miss us? Because we missed y'all.
We missed you.
Yeah. So, I don't know how to do it.
And I lost my phone. It's okay.
So, yeah, we are here, season 2, picking back up. Feel like back like we never left.
Okay.
What's going on?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry, I know we're not supposed
Welcome
to.
back, Carter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey. If we want to bring a microphone and have a karaoke session.
You know I love a good karaoke night.
One taping.
Okay.
I mean, Solomon might not like us after that episode,
Mm-hmm.
but
Either that, I'm gonna save the footage.
You should save the footage.
You should do all that.
And send it to America's Got Talent.
Oh, my.
Okay.
She believes in us more than I do. Amen.
Amen. I'm one of these girlies where, when you be like, girl, I was like hot back in the day. And you go in the club thinking you still popping and you look around like, I'm the old bitch in the club.
I need a seat. I can't go anywhere. If I don't have a seat now, I'm not going.
Yeah.
If there's not a designated spot for me to sit down when I want to, you can save your invite. I'll be at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't feel bad.
Which brings us into our actual topic.
Okay.
Because I like where we're going with this. In full transparency, because the show is called Grow, Glow, and Ho Heal Over Everything. One of the things that we intentionally do is we think about the content, think about the topic, and then we think about how important is it to us so we can learn our personal experience and also pull you into our experience so we can learn yours. However, life has been lifing, and life doesn't necessarily mean that it's been a bad life, but it has been lifing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes the direction can take you on the 405, the 5, the 110, the 105,
60.
the 60. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that can happen. And so we're trying to find our mental space so we can be honest and transparent. So today, there really is no set topic. It's just check in with our sister friends, right? So whatever I ask is going to be it. Now, I did have some questions, but apparently today's message gets lost in the world of the universe of the Wi-Fi because it's gone. Like I promise you, it's gone. So my memory is like that. Good luck, Nikia. Okay. So
This is off the dome. We freestyling.
Yeah. However, it is very relevant to checking in. Not necessarily. Well, yes. How are you? Mm-hmm. But before we get into things that could potentially take us to a space that maybe we don't really want to get heavy in, because again, we understand where we are. And sometimes we got to keep things a little light so even we don't go so far to where it's hard for us to come back. And I want to be mindful of that for you and myself. Mm-hmm. So on a light note to kick off, for this summer, if you can sum it up in one word on the positive side that you got you're getting, what would that be and why?
Sisterhood. Mm-hmm. Yeah, would be my word. So our last taping was June. And right after that, my best friend's bachelorette party. So she was in Miami. Yeah. I'm the maid of honor, so I had to do my duties. So I got a lot of good sister time there. Then went to Washington, D.C., went to Washington, D.C. With Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, our 57th National Convention.
Okay.
And that was a time. Then you took me to Vegas. That was a time because we almost spazzed out on the timeshare people. Beyonce, she brought out Kelly and Michelle and Jay-Z the night after we were there. So had complete attitudes. So yeah, just sister. And then going to brunches and having a lot of girl time this summer with my girls. Yeah, sisterhood for sure would be the word to wrap it up in. How I felt. The word I would use for that is covered. I felt y'all's prayers. I felt y'all's love when I'm around, my sister friends. I felt safe, meaning I did not have to come with the most money, or I did not have to come as this happy-go-lucky version of myself if that wasn't authentically how I was feeling that particular day. Yeah. I could just come. I could just be. And so definitely I felt covered. What about you?
Well, first let me just say, I'm glad you felt that, because I can't speak for everybody else, although I can assume that's really the direction them too. I can say for myself, just wanted you to feel connected, connected, covered, involved, because being in a position where I felt like I was the brokey of the group because of financial changes, it made me feel that way. And I had to remind myself at some point, I'm forcing myself to feel this way because I can, as much as I force myself to feel this, I can force myself to feel that. But sometimes it gets so easy, much like weight loss for me, it gets so easy to say, I'm going to eat the Twinkie, okay? So who goes to the hospital in their 80s and go, I wish I did not have that Twinkie in my 30s? Like, nobody. Right? But that's also another way for me to make the excuse that I'm eating Twinkies when I shouldn't eat Twinkies, when I don't even like Twinkies. But I don't eat Twinkies. That was
just the fastest thing for you to think of.
Yeah, because I used to eat
I was
Twinkies.
like, I've never seen you eat a Twinkie. So.
Girl, me, Twinkies, and the vanilla ice cream was like.
Oh, now it's you and popcorn.
Oh, girl,
because you and popcorn go together.
We go
like
real
us.
bad. We go
together. In case y'all didn't know. Yeah.
We just not That's all.
And it's okay. We're not in the community, but we're in the community.
Because we go together. We date.
Yeah.
We go have dinner.
Yeah.
She takes me out.
Yeah.
We
went to a spa.
Right.
We went and got a massage.
We went and got a massage in the same room. Was it the same room?
It was the same room. We go together, but we aren't together.
We aren't together.
But yeah, so.
Yeah. I don't think I'm her type.
Yeah, because I don't have a. So yeah.
She's already spoken for her, but you know who you are. Girl. If you need me to, slide through, you call me.
It ain't about no girl.
It ain't about no girl.
Yeah, but we love our community. Let me tell you, we love our community. So these are just jokes. It's nothing.
Yeah, but we do go together.
Yes, but no, I definitely felt connected. I felt everything that you and others were wanting to pour into me. Like, it did not go in vain. I felt it, and I had to remind myself that I've been that covering for my friends before as well. And now it's just my season where I need to be covered. Yeah. So like you said, it's about mindset. You know what I mean? Because it is very easy to get caught up at looking at what you don't have and what you can't contribute and how you're not where you usually are, even with energy. Yeah. Even with being the fun friend or whatever, you can't always be her. Yeah. Sometimes you have to be the one that's like, hey, I need you to tell me jokes. I need you to make me laugh today because I'm struggling. Yeah. So yeah, no, I felt it. All your hard work paid off.
Yay.
Baby, she had me in first class, okay?
We got that.
I ain't never. Now I don't want to fly back in the back with the steerage.
Okay, we can't be with steerage.
So I need to keep this. You just started something, you got to keep it up. Just saying. Don't introduce me to it if you can't help me maintain.
That's why we go together, okay? I only deal with the best of the best, okay? So my summer was, coming to its close has been really good. Mm-hmm. I wore a Beyonce shirt today because Beyonce got me through. Like,
yeah, she did. Because how many times did you go? 8?
4. Like
her album.
Like, 4?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, she got me through. It was the Black reference that got me through. It's the energy. And, I like to say this because I find myself saying it more often because it starts to make more sense. Mm-hmm. That we don't celebrate this woman enough. Like, this woman is an individual living an individual life. I have no concept of who she is as a woman, as a mother, as a wife. I only know what she shows me. But I am in full fandom mode when she's in concert because I know, one, I'm going to get my money's worth. And then two, it's art. And I get to be a part of her art by my own coming, by dressing up, by seeing other people put so much effort into it, by her appreciation of the effort, by her changing her sets consistently. So you don't know what you're going to get and you feel like you're getting it for the first time, even though I've seen it now 4 times. I feel like I've seen her show separate, different every single time. Yeah. And I did a TikTok where I said, she gave us blue. Like, this concert was amazing, and I just felt like I was able to remove myself from the existent life that we're having and experience that we're all going through and just be immersed in the Beehive. Like, period. You know what I'm saying?
A pure entertainer.
Yeah.
A performer. Like you said, it's an experience. Yeah. It's not just going to her show. Yeah. You know, you have stepped into her mind. Yeah. In a sense. And I feel like we don't give a lot of our performers and entertainers in the Black community enough credit. Yeah. Because Christopher Maurice Brown is another one, baby. Okay. That man puts on a show. Right. You know, Michael Jackson. We went to the Michael Jackson 1 in Vegas. I took a friend and I was like, hey, you have to see this. Yeah. And we went, and it wasn't some cheesy hologram of him or some white man trying to impersonate him. It was the Cirque du Soleil dancers dancing to his original music. So you hear Michael's actual voice singing his songs, and then they're doing the dancing and the acrobatics and all that. Yeah. Performer, entertainer, like keeps you just in awe. You can't even focus on one part of the stage or the set because it's something happening everywhere. Yes. So yeah, I agree. Beyonce definitely deserves.
Yes. Like when on the Michael Jackson, which I thought was a phenomenal show. So shout out to the Circuit Olay. That show was so phenomenal. I went in with the mindset of I do not want to see a pasty-faced white man become Michael Jackson. Right. Like, I am not in the mood for it. And then it wasn't that. Right. And then when they played this segment, Man in the Mirror, and y'all know that song, Man in the Mirror, it is very, very straightforward. It's very honest about where we are today. And Michael had been trying to tell us, right? So to see so many palm-colored people in the front all the way to the back, and there's such a strong message, and I so appreciate that the producers of that show allowed that message to not just be a part of the act, but to be a performance and to pull you into the reality of we're all the man in the mirror. Who are we? Who are you? What are we? What are you? Yes. And that translated so well that in that show, I just found myself doing this. Yeah. Like,
and she did.
Come on,
and I know her well enough to know not to take her to something where it's some pasty, palm-colored, anything impersonating anything, because I know my friend. So I knew, I had already seen it, so I knew she was going to enjoy it, but I didn't give her any information of what it was. I just kept telling her, you're going to love it. I promise I would not have you sitting in something, you know, crazy. And so to see her enjoy it for the first time also made me look at her and, you know, it's okay to find enjoyment when other people are happy. I'm going to say that again. It is okay to get your joy from when you see other people being happy. Yeah. Even though your life may be in shambles or it's your time in the valley, it is 100% okay to celebrate when someone else is either on their mountaintop or just in a good space. You don't have to come in with all your, well, woe is me, Eeyore, nobody knows I'm alive. See, and it's okay to do that too. Yeah. But it is also okay to let your friend have a moment in the sunshine and just enjoy it. And just the look on your face as you were watching it, you also were like a kid in a candy store.
Yes, that's how I feel.
Enjoying old school Michael and the music we grew up on. Yeah. And the music that we grew up on. So yeah, that was a good experience.
It was. Vegas was really good. I haven't been to Vegas in years. And when they say Vegas is dead, in my opinion, it is. Because I remember me and my friend was outside, like rehab and relax at the Hard Rock. However, it didn't give the energy to really want to get involved in the culture of Vegas. There was really no necessity to go out clubbing. We partied at the bar in the hotel.
2 nights in a row.
2 nights in a row, and brought the party to us. People bought drinks for you. Happy birthday. And we just had a wonderful time shaking butt at the bar in the hotel.
Taking our own butt, doing our own thing. And literally, we were like, oh, we old bitches, we going to bed. Michael Jackson, it's 11 o'clock, we tired. Baby walked in that casino and they was playing Candy Rain.
My love.
And somehow we woke up.
Yes.
And somehow that $20 in that Wheel of Fortune machine turned into a 187 on the undercover cop.
And did. And did.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over there throwing dice.
Oh, yeah. Shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em.
I put $60 out the ATM because I was like, first of all, I don't like to bet. Like, I will go, let me see my money. Take me to the mall. Let me take something home. I don't want to just bet. That's just, no. But I was like, okay, I could throw these dice. And I'm a field roller because I don't know anything else. However, pulled that 60 out. Everybody had the dice but me. And I had my last 15 because it was 15 to get on the table. Last 15 on the table, and the guy before me had the dice. And I'm thinking, if you crap out, I'm done. And I need to roll these dice.
Right.
Well, thank God he hit his number. So I left my 15 on the pass line, picked up 15. So I only had 15. By the time he cracked out, I only had, crapped out. I only had $15 on the table on the pass line. Bam. Hit that number on the rollout. Like, crapped on the first roll. Got my money. And then I made my $60 back.
She sure did.
So I profited $17, but I made my 60 back and got the hell out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She was like, and we're done.
Fool me once, because I lost money the night before and I lost $20, and that was a struggle.
That was on Wheel of Fortune.
But
when you went back to what you knew, when you took yourself back to your roots on the crap table.
7 up. Okay, shake up. Break up with the 7, 7, 11. Like, don't play with me.
Oh my gosh.
That was a wonderful time. It was a good time to get away. It was a good time to experience a different version of travel that we often don't take advantage of. 1, because either financial is just ridiculous and doesn't make sense. Or 2, is not the priority. And I'm glad that we made both align at the same time, or could make both.
Yeah.
And just took our champagne on the chin all the way there.
Yeah. All the way there.
All the way there. Yeah. And, I love seeing your pictures from Miami. It looked fun. I'm so excited for your friend. I cannot wait to see pictures from her wedding and how amazing and beautiful she will be, as well as yourself and everyone else in the party. So I'm just really curious, as a friend to the bride, or really the next person in line to the bride, how excited are you, and what are you preparing for mentally just to be in that moment?
Yeah, no, super excited for her. Her and my bro have been together 10 years. And so they decided to get married in their 10th year anniversary. So they've been together 10 years, and then they'll be starting their marriage journey, this year. Super excited. I know we all have great things to say about our close girlfriends that we have brought into our life and into our circle, but she's definitely one who, you talk about your friend Portia all the time. Ayana is one for me that, when I have been at my lowest, she's been there and seen it. She was the one bringing laundry detergent over and toilet paper when I just couldn't afford it for me or Andrew. Walmart gift cards back when we was shopping at Walmart. So sorry, I digress. So yeah, she's always been like that rock. So to see her in this season and just basking in love and happiness, even the stress of planning a wedding.
Yeah.
I've never done it, but I've heard, obviously, how stressful it is. So even with the stress, but seeing her just so happy. Again, it's okay to be happy for others, even if that's not your time or your season. So I'm definitely excited. Definitely want to make sure that next month, whatever she needs, for those 4 days, I got her covered. You don't have to you need me to strap your shoe. You need me to, and the only thing I can't do is beat your face, because when I do makeup, it's like a drag queen. So that is not my calling, but I will be right there, helping her get it together and zip it up. Now, as far as my dress, child, we ain't had my little fit in last Sunday, And Miami, Vegas, DC did me right wrong. Because big back Bertha.
Big back, big back.
Child. My auntie, who's a seamstress, was trying to close me in, and she back there getting all the cardio and I'm like, wait, hold on now. I can't do nothing with my back. I'm trying to suck it in. How do you suck in the back? Right. So I can't suck in no back. So, she got it clasped, got it zipped, and basically I can't eat until September 12th. I'm just doing water and spit. I have started doing 2 workouts a day one on Peloton and then one, if you have a Peloton, there's so many different classes. So, I've been trying to do a strength class and then a cycling because I'm like, I have to fit in this dress. She can't put no bra on. Like nothing is going up under this dress. I'm going to have to just and not move. It's set up there while she takes her vows. It says her vows. So yeah, but I'm super excited. The dress is so pretty. She did us right. Because some brides are haters.
Right.
And they give you
can't
some
look better
ugly
than me.
Right.
Well, your ugly self ain't gonna be cuter than my ugly dress.
Because total sidebar, did you ever see that TikTok or reel where the birthday girl got mad at her friend because the birthday girl came out on her birthday just looking plain and regular, and her friend was looking cute. Like, hey, we're going out to celebrate your birthday. The birthday girl got mad and said that her friend was trying to upstage her and updo her. And how dare you? And the friend is like, it's your birthday. You should have been coming out here looking prom queenish. That's not my fault that you dressing down, And so it's like, y'all better start stepping out the house, dressing for yourself, dressing to make you feel better, and stop getting mad when other people want to dress up. Because, baby, if I come out in my sweatpants and you got on your Coco Chanel pink dress, I am not going to be mad at you. I'm going to be mad at myself.
Yeah.
That I didn't take more time.
Yeah.
So, said all that to say, I know all of us are going to be beautiful in this wedding because we all, the other ladies in the wedding, plus the bride, carry ourselves in a way that we don't ever, even when we think we look bad, we not stepping out looking bad. Even with sweats and Uggs on. Hair going to be done, nails going to be something, So I'm excited. I can't wait to show you pictures.
See it.
And it's going to be a good time, a weekend of love because they definitely deserve it.
I love that.
Yeah.
That actually pushes us into the next comment
that
I think that we say, let me not say I think that we say, oftentimes love, just like, when people say pray for me, it's something that you say. But how often do we sit and think, what am I asking you to pray for?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of love am I looking for? What kind of relationship, friendship, male relationship, female, whatever, and so knowing that you're going into that weekend full of love, that is what you're going to get. Because that's what the intention is and that's what you're going to receive. When you surround yourself around people that show that level of love, magic happens, in my opinion. So in this magical moment, is there anything that you would, if you could intentionally call it to the universe to come to you in love, is there anything that you would do or any suggestion that you can give somebody else to inspire them to go into love willingly and openly to receive whatever that is?
Good question. That's not even word. Pregunta for our Espanol listeners. For sure, I have learned through therapy and through growing, glowing, and hoeing, healing over everything. In order to receive love, I first need to love me.
Yeah.
And that's just for me, what I have learned. Because if I don't love me, I'm not even going to recognize when Nakia is loving on me or when Super Crib is loving on me or when Solomon's loving on us. If I don't love me, I'm going to take everything either offensively or get, bothered by certain things when it's said in love. Or, I'm not going to believe when you say, friend, I love you. No, you don't. Like, I'm going to always question because I don't love myself. So, first, that self-love is so important. And it is probably one of the most toxic relationships, I feel, having a relationship with yourself. Because like we talked about, you can talk yourself into and out of different feelings of positivity or even different blessings if you don't really love yourself. You're going to always question everybody's motives. You're going to always think that somebody, is playing in your face. When in reality, no, you playing in your own face.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like self-love is very important. And then any other advice, I would say give people the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean, you bust it wide open for everybody. That doesn't mean you splurge and spend all this. People do have to prove themselves to you to show their worthiness, just like you have to show your worthiness to other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
But give people an opportunity. Let people show you who they are, and then you make the decision on if you want to enter into a loving relationship with them, whether it's platonic, friend, sister, girl, intimate, sexual, whatever. But, give people the opportunity. And when they show you who they are, believe them.
Believe them. Like, otherwise, what are we doing? I'm trying to find this girl's handle on TikTok, and I know I'll get to it and get back at it. But it's this young lady on TikTok, and she always opens up with, "Hey, Black women, I just want you to have a wonderful day." I don't know if you know. Yeah, she goes, "Black women, just smile, Black women." Just everything is so positive, so positive. And I absolutely love that, because sometimes it's important for you to find someone that can remind you to smile, and that is love. Love can look like happiness. It can look like destruction. Yeah. Love can look like anything, but as long as it doesn't, let me not say what it doesn't. Love can also be hurt. They say love hurts. I'm not in this space anymore. I share with you that I feel like, I'm not a person that follows retrograde because I really don't understand it.
Okay.
However, from what I gather, what happens around that time, there's a lot of things that happen. And for me, during this past retrograding season, I wasn't in this shutdown mode like I was the last one. I was more so in a release.
Okay.
I went to the beach, and I put it on my TikTok. I went to the beach, and I went to go do the fire lantern. Let me take that back. I was on the patio.
Okay.
Enjoying my good champagne, as I always do. And I had 2 to 4 glasses, right? Because I had like 4 bottles. I was on vacation. So I started with 2 to 4 glasses. And then I thought, this isn't good enough. And I just started packing stuff up, including my bottle. And I went to the beach since I'm right there. And I'm just sitting there like it's waiting to exhale, girl.
On the beach.
On the beach, in the dark. And there's a couple like a little away from me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, and they put it back in the little champagne holder so it's chilled. And I'm just, intentionally boo-hooing in front of a body of water because I am an Aquarius. And so, sorry.
Okay.
So water for me is it's my grounding, right? And so while I'm sitting there, I know I have to light these lanterns. So now I'm writing on the lanterns my gratitude, because I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying out of gratitude, like, oh, thank you, God. I remember where I was. I remember how I felt. I remember my experience. I remember not knowing, and now I understand this better. And I don't understand why, but I can see the bigger picture to this particular point. And I'm just grateful that I can put it together, because what looked like destruction was really construction. Say that again. Want to do it.
Come on.
What looked like destruction was really construction.
Come on. Build it up.
Okay. To be broken down and be built up. So I'm writing on my fire lantern, and then finally I go to light it. Now, if you do a lantern, it's easier to do with 2 people. Okay. Because you have to wait till the air kind of hits it after a while, then it expands. So if it's you find yourself keep moving your hand around so you can filter the air. Well, there's a walkway and there's people on the beach in the dark. And I got a whole audience. But now I'm committed. My chest is pounding hard, because I'm like, I got to get this go up. And it went up. Like, it looked like it was going in the water, and I couldn't run that far into the water to get it, so it would have just been a wash. But as soon as it got down to the body, it just went. 2 things. First thing is, I'm so glad that thing didn't land into a airplane, wing, because I do live by the Long Beach airport, and I do forget that ain't safe, because it does go up there. Okay. Whew. But then the second thing is, I just broke down in tears once it made it, because it was symbolic to all the trial and all the tribulation that I can feel in that moment. And it was just like, I just have to let it go. Where it goes is where it goes.
Yeah.
If it goes into the water, that means it's just going into the water and floating.
Right.
If it goes into the air, it's just going to the universe where I want it to go anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I say all that to say that the moment was transformative, and it just allowed me to release emotionally. And I didn't even know that I needed that.
Right.
It was just me sitting on the patio having my champagne, and then I thought, well, let me go to the beach and do it. And then and then I took the ex's picture. Okay.
Okay.
I finally took the picture out of the room, out of my drawer.
Okay.
And it was our last date. Look, I'm gonna tell the tea because it don't even feel like it hits me no more.
Yeah.
We had went to Yamashiro.
Okay.
And I was looking so cute.
Come on,
had this long black jumpsuit on, and I have wonderful, breasts. So of course, my tatas was out,
Yeah.
and I just looked regal and very adult, and so I know that those are the types of looks that he really liked me in. And so he's the one that took the picture of me that I have, and then we took a picture together from the people that go around taking pictures. And so I had that one picture that we took together, and these people don't know if you're on the first date or not, because it was the second time this happened to me, where they was like, oh, kiss him. I was on a date with somebody a year ago, and they had me do the same thing, and he kissed my cheek. But because I do this man, I was like, okay, give me some, give me sugar, And that's the picture I have, is when we hit kiss. And so I just couldn't let that picture go. It was like, it's not because I'm hanging on to it for him. I'm hanging on to it because, one, I was really cute in that picture, like really cute.
Right.
And then two, it was just like, I remember when you looked at me like that, because the picture, and that was what was sitting on the patio. So when I took it to the beach, I'm like, yeah, this, you got to let it go. This is it. Like, you don't want anything else. So why are you holding on to this? So when I burnt that picture and sent it up in the universe along with that lantern, I just feel so much lighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life is
nothing's
still
holding you hostage anymore with that situation. Yeah.
Life is still life, and but gratitude is such a beautiful thing when you recognize, not even I could be this instead of that. It's more so, it's thank God for at least, not even at least, thank God, period. Because life is a gift, and not even life is a gift. It's we all have a soul purpose.
Yes.
And now my purpose in life for me is, well, what is mine? Forget all this other stuff. Unfortunately, it's going to attach itself regardless.
Yes.
But what is mine? If I didn't have to worry about money, what would I be doing? Who would I be? How would I sound? How would I approach life? How would I show up to life?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this doesn't have to do with money. This doesn't have to do with money. Okay, then let me attack that. So now that's the mindset of, let me work on me.
Right.
So.
Continuing to still grow.
Yeah.
It's, I think the misconception is when you do reach a certain plateau or whatever, people think that that's it.
Yeah.
But no, the next lesson is shortly around the corner, right? Because we're always growing, always glowing, always hoeing, needing to heal over everything, heal over something. Yeah. And healing doesn't necessarily mean it was something traumatic.
Yeah.
Healing can just be, I lost my job. I need to heal from that and then go into a new company, organization with a different mindset. Healing can be, my sister friend and I decided to go our separate ways. Nothing bad had to happen. We didn't bust down and fight and all that. It's just we grew apart, and you need to heal from that. You know what I mean? And healing can be positive. I think sometimes we look at it as something negative because of the different things attached to healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tears and breakdowns and all that. And it's like, no, healing can be on that beach, lighting that lantern and watching God do whatever God's going to do. Is like you said, whether it went in the water or whether it went up, God was going to do whatever he was going to do with it.
Yeah.
And you just knew that you had released it. It was no longer on you, in your drawer. Now it's gone. You know what I mean? And so you can move forward and fill that drawer up with other pictures, whether it's your new relationship, whether it's more pictures of you looking cute with your tatas out, memories, whether it's you and your grandson, you know what I mean? Like now you have room to put other things in that basket because you have made the room. You have done the work and moved past that season.
Yeah, that's
and as we know, everybody leaves.
Yeah.
Everybody leaves. Every season comes to an end, be it through death, be it through life just taking you, and like you said, life is a gift. And our relationships, our connections with people are a gift as well.
Yeah.
And we have to enjoy it while we can.
Yeah. Yes.
I pray to God there's not a day where we can't go to the spa together. But there may be a day where, something might be physically wrong with me and I no longer, whatever. Or you move, I move. But we will always have that day.
Yeah.
We will always have that Vegas trip, for the memories, and we could continue to grow. Yeah. The fact that we went to Vegas over a month ago and we still sitting here cackling about it, that was a time.
Hilarious. It was a good time.
That was a good time.
That was a good time.
That was a good
time.
It
was a fly in and fly out, but it was a purpose served.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with the spa. You know what I mean? And so I think one thing I would hope you guys take from this piece too is, yes, money makes the world go round. You do need money to do 99% of everything. But you don't need money to have joy.
You don't.
You don't need money to pour into your friends. You don't need money to be a positive thing in someone's life, including your own life.
Yeah.
Because when the money is gone, is that who you are?
No.
Who are you, like you said, outside of the money and outside of the things of life, outside of the trials of life? Who are you?
Yeah.
And how can you pour into other people?
Yeah.
Without, the money.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good thing to be mindful of.
Especially now. We're in the era of write your friend a note. Let's get back to send you a letter. Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna make a Christmas card for my mama. Look, girl, just so you know what's coming, it's gonna be on construction paper with the puffball Santa face and
a little glitter.
Yeah, I mean, you used to like it when I was back in school, so don't act bougie now. Okay. Save that card the same way you save the card with cash. Okay. So we getting back to what makes us community is love. Getting back to what makes us individuals is love. It's love for self. It's love for people. It's love for everybody. It's just as in my opinion, again, two things can happen at the same time. Being that we are a part of what's happening because we exist in this space with everybody in this United States, we can say on one side what's happening. But we see so many podcasts like it, so we're not going to add to that. We already know what it is. The opposite side of that is have met so many more amazing people, amazing people of color, amazing white people, amazing Hispanic people, amazing Asian people, people who are making the intention to say, I see you because that's who you choose to show me, basically who you are, right? Anything else is in my business about you. Right. I just want to get to know you. And now, because people are judging me based on my character, it's giving me the ability to show up authentic, not based on who you think I am. Because now I understand for myself, too, you don't have to participate in that space. You don't have to play in that space. You'll forever get the hi and bye. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But when I genuinely like a person, like I don't talk about my job, my work is my work. My businesses are my businesses. But I work with someone, and I think she's a phenomenal supervisor, human being. I don't know how she voted, because she's not in my state.
We're just going to leave it at there.
But that's not my concern. I think that as a person, individual person, this individual person is a good person to me. And that's how I'm starting to approach people is, how do you treat me? If I see you treating somebody bad, that's different. But if I don't know that, I'm not going to base that on the color of your skin. Yes. I'm not going to base that on the idea. I'm now going to authentically move forward because as people, we have to do that. And that's what love is moving forward in spite of. And the in spite of is probably the most interesting part because in spite of what?
It all.
It all. And then it all is what? You know what I'm saying? It all comes back to, well, then who am I and how am I? I don't know what it's like to be racially profiled by police. I don't. And I said this in a post I did. And it's not to remove those who have. I'm just grateful to God that I have not experienced that. But that doesn't remove the fact that I can empathize with those who have. But however, because I haven't, I'm not going to say but to you. Well, I don't think they meant it like this. Well, no, that's not my experience. My experience is just to say, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that's your experience. Period. Yeah. So love is so broad. We just have to decide how are we willing to move in it. And when we do move in it, can we recognize it so we can join people in love? Right. And love may not look happy in the moment, but if it's not hurtful, it still can be love. It just doesn't have to look like happy love. Does that make sense?
No, it does make sense. I was talking to one of my friends, and it may sound morbid, but let me just get it out. We were talking about how we were thinking of like having our funeral while we're alive. Ooh, to be able to hear how we've affected people, how we've touched, how we've, and granted, there's going to be some people there that are just going to say whatever because I'm still alive and I can hear you. You really want to call me a funky LaFon's bitch, but you're not going to say that in my face because,
right. She ain't.
Baby with the gat going to pop out. Like, what'd you say? What'd you have to say?
Cat.
Yeah. But so we were talking about that, and she was like, because too many times we wait until the person is gone to really tell the person how they made me feel.
Love that.
How, and how they influenced my life, how they made it better. And that's one thing I can give myself a pat on the back. I do feel like I do a good job at telling my friends, I love you. Yeah. I'm appreciative. Thank you so much. But I don't know how I'm going to feel when she, him, her, they're not here anymore. So to when we started talking about it, I was like, that is a good idea. But is it still going to be my real feelings when it actually does happen? Yes, I could say, Nakia was this and that, and she made me feel like this and that. But then when the moment comes and you really are not here, more may come out of me that I wasn't even thinking. Mm-hmm. But I think we forget that words are such an important tool. Mm-hmm. Like you said, how somebody treats you, how they make you feel, how they acknowledge you, how they make space for you, how they cover you, is very important because love is a verb. Yeah. So there's action. Grammar, friend. Love is a verb. There's action behind it. You can't just say, I love you, and that's it. Yeah. Because then it's just empty. Like, how do you show that? And it doesn't mean doing something for somebody. Again, when I call and if you're just like, friend, I'm going to pray with you. That's love. Mm-hmm. And it costs you literally nothing. And it costs me nothing but the money we paying on these phone bills. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I do feel like you said, how you treat people, how you show up for them, how you honor and acknowledge their feelings on something that you may not have any idea about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And understanding that it can happen to you. It can happen to me. Just because I haven't experienced or I haven't gone through doesn't mean I'm also better than. It can happen. Mm-hmm. I think in this day and age of 350,000 Black women not having a job. Mm-hmm. I never thought I would be in that number because I go to work, I do my right thing, I don't do anything to get written up, I perform to the best of my abilities, and yet here I am, part of that number. Did I do something to deserve that? I don't believe so. You know what I mean? But I never thought it would be me. Now, I didn't put myself up on this high pedestal. That ain't never going to be me. I just never thought that during a recession, because that's where we are, headed to a depression, I never thought that I would be the one without the job. Mm-hmm. So I feel like me being empathetic to other women when it was their season, or other people, but since I was saying 350,000 Black women, being sympathetic and empathetic to other women when it was their turn prepared me for this moment. Because I didn't put myself on that pedestal and that ain't gonna never happen to me. Yeah. That's why I've never said either, I'll never be in an abusive relationship. I don't know that. Right. And I don't even know how I would act if that ever happened. Right. Now I can say what I think I would do. I'm out of here. Yeah. You know what I mean? But there's so many people that stay, and their reasons are their reasons, whether it's low self-esteem, no self-love, whether it's fear. So my point is, never put yourself above reality.
Yeah.
Because reality can hit your home tonight while you sitting up here on this podcast talking about what ain't never gonna be, and you get home, and what ain't never gonna be is actually what is.
True facts.
Yeah.
True facts. I'm glad you said the number for the Black women, because I actually was going to go there, but again, trying to keep it lighter. I can't say because I haven't seen, but because I haven't seen it, I'm going to say that I haven't seen podcasts put a call to action out in this way. So I'm going to put a call to action out.
Let's go.
Right? Tag your girl. Okay. That, yes, we have a ridiculous amount of women, specifically women of color, Black women, who lost their job partially due to this administration and other reasons, right? For whatever those reasons are. But that doesn't mean their resources are dried up. That doesn't mean that it's few. All it means is we need a wider reach. So since you're watching this podcast, share with your friends and drop in the comment, tag the person that's hiring, because we have people who are actively looking for work. And sometimes we don't know how as an individual to say it in a way consistently online without us taking on the idea based on what other people said or how they perceive it to be as begging. Like, I know for the last week when I go to TikTok and I open up, someone is crying because they lost their job, or they're like, can you watch this video so I can pay for this? There was this one young lady, she just got on here and she just crashed the F out. And I never talk about what I do for folks because that's not for me. It's once it's out my hand, it's out my hand. But I do DM people when I see it, and I'm like, what's your Cash App? What's your Apple Pay? What's this? Text me if you just want to talk. You know, I don't care if you're going to go buy weed with it. I really don't care. If that's what's getting you through, that's what's getting you through. I really don't care, as long as whatever you need is getting fulfilled. Because after it left my hand, it has no purpose for me anymore. Right?
Yeah. The intention was good when I gave it. Now what you do with it is what you do.
It's what you do with it. Right. Period. So if you have resources moving forward, can you drop them in the comments wherever you are? If you see a woman that's lost of job, tag a recruiter. Actually, I love recruiters. I think recruiters are amazing people, and they don't get enough credit how hard they work, especially in these times, because you're trying to find the right talent. You're trying to align them with the right company, and sometimes it's the company, not the talent. But they can't say that because they have the contract with the company. So tag recruiters, tag someone that's hiring. We want to put Black women back to work, because if Black women are leading these small businesses, if Black women are the most educated, then the Black women should not be unemployed.
Right.
That also means that the destruction of a lot of these institutions will happen because they don't have the help, the backbone, the strength that keeps them upright. Speaking of Miss Nicole down there in Texas, who's been locked in the chambers since Monday, and now she can finally, possibly, hopefully get out today because they're back in session. Again, another Black woman standing on principle and business. And we don't have to look like martyrs to ask for help or to be loved enough to receive it. The ask should be enough.
Yes.
There's bravery in the ask.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm
Say
saying?
that again.
There is bravery in the ask. I want to celebrate people who, not because I need you to ask for it, but because I saw you ask for it to the world.
Yes.
And the last thing that I would want to do is say, well, why didn't you think about this? Well, you should have did this. We don't need that.
Right.
We don't.
Yeah.
So be the light.
Yeah.
Like, be the light.
Yeah. No, you're right. It definitely is courageous.
Yeah.
To be in that vulnerable position and ask.
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah.
What do you need? I don't know.
Yeah.
And it is okay to say, I don't know at this moment what I need. Here's what I'm looking for, a job, a this, or that. I don't know if it's a connection I need. I don't know what I need, but I know I need a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're right. There is bravery in the ask, because too many times society has made, for sure, Black women feel less than when they have to ask. Well, you're supposed to be able to carry the world. You're supposed to be able to carry it all. Take care, bring home the bacon and fry it in the pan. Yes. Well, I can't. I don't have it right now. I don't have the mental capacity. I don't have the funds. I don't have the time, because I'm raising these kids too, or whatever. So there is definitely bravery in the ask, because that's when you are probably your most vulnerable. Yeah. When you're asking someone for some type of help in something that you cannot go out and do for yourself.
Yes.
And so to be able to get on this good internet and put and put a TikTok or put a post or whatever, you know, I made a post and it took me a long time. I had it sitting in my drafts. I had good old ChatGPT help me write a nice caption and all the things. And I was like, I'm not gonna put this out there because I don't want somebody thinking I'm begging for a job or I'm, you know, no, bitch, you are begging for a job because you do need one and it's okay. And it doesn't make you less than because you're asking. Or maybe I'm just asking for connections.
Yes.
Because as we know, nowadays it's who you know. It's not these degrees. It's not what you... Baby, I applied for a job the other day. I think it was last night. We were on the phone. I applied for a job for an admin assistant. Shout out to all the administrative assistants out there, administrative coordinators, right? My background is in executive assistant, operations manager, like chief of staff function.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I just need a job. So I'm like, let me go grab this lower level tier of administrator. So an admin assistant is probably entry level when we think of title, right? Or administrative coordinator when you think of like title. Less than 10 minutes after I submit, the bot came back and told me that I didn't even meet the minimum qualifications for being an administrative assistant. Now, she got 2 degrees. She has like 20 years. I've been working since I was 15. I started doing administrative work when I was like 21. So she has 20 years of this. And you had the audacity, Mr. Computer, Mr. Bot, Mr. Whoever is looking at it, because we know it's not a person, to tell me I don't even meet the bare minimum qualification. You could be an admin assistant out of high school or in high school. And I don't meet the bare minimum. And if I didn't believe in myself and know my own worth, that could have took me to a crash out moment.
Yeah.
Which I felt it starting to do something, not crash out, more like anger. That, you know, the nerve of this bot to tell me that I don't meet something and you a whole computer, you're not even a real person.
Yeah.
So I said, I had to close the computer. And I had to just sit in silence for a little while because I needed to reset and recenter myself. But those are the type of things that can lead to you starting to feel like I ain't shit. I'm not worth it. This thing done told me I don't meet the bare minimum. And if you don't know that it's bots looking at the stuff, you're thinking a person is on the other end telling you you ain't worth it. Right. And it's not even that. You know, they're looking for keywords. But again, I have administrative and assistant all throughout my resume. So what other word do you need?
Please and thank you.
But then I had to just tell myself, you know what? That just wasn't the job that God has for me.
Yeah.
Because I already knew that I was applying to something that, and I'm going to say this, but I don't mean it like this, that was beneath me, meaning I know I'm qualified to do more. It's not that the administrative assistant position is beneath me. It's not like the coach on the aircraft where we in steerage. Like an administrative assistant is a dope ass role. Yeah. And it has taken a lot of people a lot of places far. But I knew that I was qualified for executive assistant type of roles. So I already was applying knowing I was above that.
Yeah.
In my skill set.
Yeah.
And so for that to come back so fast, after I sat in that silence for a little while, I had to realize, okay, God's redirection is his protection. No, God's rejection is his protection. So for whatever reason, that's just not where he wanted me. And well, whoever gets that admin assistant role, I'm going to believe that she or he will be the best fit for that role and for that company. Definitely. But it will take you there. This whole situation with what's going on will take you there.
Before we get to our whole tip, to add to that, you're absolutely right. It's like TikTok, you know, when you get strikes because, like I said something, and it was in celebration of, but whatever I said could have, I don't know, you know, these algorithms of TikTok. Yeah. It gave me a strike, and I had to appeal it. And as soon as I appealed it, it said denied. And I'm like, what? Denied? Now I got a strike? Right. And I was reminded in that moment, I go, this is nothing. I'm getting ready to set the value of my words based on an app and these filters and these blockings and an algorithm. Right. Absolutely not. I said what I said. Now delete my account if you want. Right. I don't care. I'm still going to move on and still feel and do it. Silence me. You're not going to silence me. And I hate to say we have to because I'm getting to a space in life now where it's like, no, do what you want to do. But if you are seeing that this thought process is not shifting, sometimes it ain't God, it's you. Let's just be clear. I'm gonna just say it before we get up out of here, because I'm in my spirit and I ain't even in my spirit. Okay? Sometimes it's not God, it's you. Mm-hmm. Everything is not God. Everything is not the devil. Sometimes it's you. It's what you bring to the table. It's what you take from the table. It's how you viewed the table. It's how you set the table. It's you. And that's not always a bad thing. It's a routine. Mm-hmm. I'm used to. And when we say we're used to, then that's what we're going to get. Our mind has to shift. And when your mind shifts, so do certain behaviors, but it's intentional consistently. Consistency and intentionality is the only thing that's going to continue us to move forward. Because if you're not consistent with your intention, then okay, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But that ain't God. That's you. Because what God did was gave you working knees. What God did was gave you working elbows to move these limbs. So if you can't do nothing but pick up a piece of paper and write your name, thank God for it. I know it's hard to hear when other things are attached to that. But the reality is man provided you with these road blockages, not God. So God ain't the one that's prohibited. Right. It's that. Right. But if this is what you're placing God in, then this is what you're going to get. Once you get out of that, this is what you truly are going to get. Mm-hmm. And it still may leave you homeless. But guess what's going to happen in homelessness? Healing, happiness, community, sisterhood, brotherhood, collaboration, connection, blessings on blessings on blessings. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of wealthy homeless people because they're wealthy in spirit. Yes. They get paid without asking for $1 because God is going to provide for them to eat. And it might be $10 a day, but that $10 get them full. And they could be the people that help the same people that they sleeping in tents with the $10. Everything is in God. It might be you. So the whole tip, going into the whole tip, we're going into the holiday season. Okay. And oftentimes the holiday season can aid us in feeling one way or the other. How would you encourage our listeners to prepare for this season, knowing that there are obstacles ahead of us because of where we are, but also blessings because of where we can take ourselves? Does that make sense?
It does. That's a good one. Because we've been here before in life, granted, this administration is the worst, but we've been here before in the country with recession and all that. You brought up God. My thing, what gets me through is always looking back and reminding he brought me out of that. So he could bring me out of this. And like you just said, be ye grateful for the working needs. Now, he didn't tell you to do Megan Thee Stallion activities with him. Right. But he told you, he gave you working needs. So, be ye grateful in even the smallest things. Yeah. Last year, Christmas, I was in such a dark, deep depression. I didn't even put my tree up, which sent me spiraling because I am a Christmas person with the decorations. I don't like what society has made Christmas to be, but the love, the decor, the smells, the family time, that for me is Christmas. But I allowed what was happening in my world to even blind me from this is the season that you love because of the decor and the smells and, all the things. So I would definitely say remind yourself of what God has done for you. And that doesn't make it super religious. That just gives you purpose and knowing I'm still here for a reason. Yeah. I'm still here going, and also focus on those who love you. I won't even say family because I know family, we automatically assume it's the people you're related to. But family is whoever loves you unconditionally. Family is who is there for you and not just financially. But again, I'm just called because I need you to pray for me. Yeah. Or I just called to say, I love you. Yeah. Right? So also surrounding yourself with family, surrounding yourself with positive energy. That's how I'm going to approach this holiday season. And I am believing with everything in me that I'm going to have a job by then. But if not, I still need to find some type of joy. And looking at a healthy son, a healthy mother, friends who are happy and successful, that's going to bring me joy.
Well, I'll wrap on this and I'll let you close out. Be a cheerful giver, be a cheerful receiver. And that's how you tackle the holidays.
Love it. Hey, another episode. Y'all, we are growing, we are glowing, and we are hoeing. We
Hopefully.
are healing over everything here. So, like, share, subscribe, tag your friend.
Tell
and
Beyonce.
Don't forget, tell Beyonce. And don't forget to put in the comments if you have any leads for our sisters out there. Bye.